Okay, so now let's start with the cache eviction policies. So, what are cache eviction policies? These are algorithms that determine which data to remove from a full cache to make space for new relevant data, maintaining system performance. So basically, the best policy depends on workload, such as using LRU for general scenarios or MRU for cyclic data. We'll discuss them one by one. Now, whenever your cache is full, something has to go from it. So the eviction policy decides that. Now let's go through them one by one. First is the least recently used. This is the most common one. You evict the item that hasn't been accessed for the longest time. The intuition is if you haven't needed it recently, you probably won't need it soon. Okay, now LRU is the default go-to. Redis supports it, Memcached uses it. We'll discuss them later in the video. If someone asks you what eviction policy do you use, LRU is a safe answer for most use cases in the interviews. Second comes the LFU, least frequently used. So instead of recency, this looks at frequency. You evict the item that's been accessed the fewest times overall. It is great for workloads where certain items are always hot. Now, this is frequently asked in interviews, especially the follow up. When would you use LFU over LRU? Now, the answer would be whenever your access pattern is frequency skewed, like a music streaming app where top 10 songs get 90% of the plays, there LFU would be a better choice over LRU. Next comes the third important one is the FIFO, first in, first out. Now, in this, we evict out the oldest item by insertion time, regardless of how often it's being used. It's simple, but actually usually not great in practice. Okay, now fourth is the time to live, TTL. Every item has an expiry time. Whenever it expires, it's gone simply. This isn't strictly an eviction policy, like we can't classify in it, but yes, it works alongside others, but it's used everywhere. Every Redis key should have a TTL unless there's a very good reason not to. You would always have a TTL. Now comes the random replacement. It's just called random also. So just pick a random item to evict. Like sounds stupid, right? But research shows that for many workloads, random eviction performs surprisingly close to LRU. It's used in CPU caches because it's so cheap to implement. Now, this one ARC adaptive replacement cache, this is the advanced one. ARC maintains two LRU lists, one for the recently used item and one for the frequently used item. So you're getting a hint that it is a combination of first two, and dynamically adjust the balance based on the actual workload. It's used in ZFS or IBM based storage system. Like if you mention ARC in an interview, you'll stand out because many people wouldn't have heard of it. But it has to be of a specific use case. Remember that. Last one is the sieve. It's basically a modern high performance algorithm that uses lazy promotion and quick demotion to improve upon LRU for web workloads. Like it often reduces missing ratios.